Prologue, Shanghai 1935. The story begins a year before the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones is in Shanghai, China, delivering the remains of Emperor Nurhaci to a gangster named Lao Che at a nightclub called Club Obi-Wan. In return, Indy is to receive a large diamond. At the club, Lao introduces Indy to Willie Scott, the club singer and his girlfriend. As Indy takes a sip of his drink, Lao begins laughing ominously and reveals a vial of blue liquid. Willie asks what it is, and Lao responds that it is the antidote to the poison Indiana just consumed. Indy's friend, Wuhan, disguised as a waiter, pulls a gun and demands the antidote, but Lao Che's son Chen shoots and kills him. A brawl erupts as Indy scrambles to get the antidote, and Willie tries to retrieve the peacock's eye. Willie finds the antidote and hides it in her dress. Chen is killed in the chaos, and Lao Che's other son, Cao Kan, pulls a machine gun on Indy. Indy and Willie narrowly escape the gunfire by hiding behind a rolling gong, which Indy cuts free with a large sword. They crash through a window and fall, cushioned by several awnings, landing in a car driven by Short Round, Indy's young sidekick. Indy retrieves the antidote from Willie's dress and drinks it. A car chase ensues, during which Willie accidentally drops Indy's gun. They reach the airport with Lao Che and Cao Kan in pursuit. Indy, Willie, and Short Round board a cargo plane. As Indy closes the door, it reveals Lao Che written on it. Lao Che bids farewell to Indy and orders his pilot to kill them all. The plane takes off. It turns out that the plane was owned by Lao Che, and the pilots abandoned the aircraft, leaving the passengers on their own. They survive by using a raft as a parachute, landing in India. There, they discover a village with no children. The villagers explain that the Thuki cult from Pankot Palace has kidnapped all of their children and stolen their sacred stone, which protects the village. The villagers provide the heroes with elephants to help them reach the palace. At first, the palace appears normal, and the Maharaja's prime minister, Shatar Lal, is offended by questions about the village's claims. In retaliation, he brings up Jones's dubious past as an archaeologist, mentioning the Sultan of Madagascar's threat of castration if Indy ever returns. Later, Indy is attacked by an assassin in his room, leading him to discover a secret door in Willie's room. Beneath the palace lies a vast underground chamber where the Thugis hold the village's stone along with two others. Indy, Willie, and Short Round witness the Thugi high priest, Mola Ram, performing a human sacrifice to the goddess Ali. The cult forces the village's children to take the remaining stones in the palace mine, hoping to use them to rule the world. Indy, Willie, and Short Round are captured by the Thugis and separated. Indy is coerced into joining the Thugi after being whipped and forced to drink the blood of Kali Ma. Willie is prepared as a human sacrifice, and Short Round is sent to the mines with the village children. Short Round escapes and helps Indy break free from the trance using a torch and the realization that extreme pain breaks the spell. Indy rescues Willie, retrieves the Sankara stones, and frees the children. He then engages in a fistfight with the huge, bearded chief guard and a moving conveyor belt with a rock crusher. The guard's red sash gets caught in the machinery, and despite Jones's attempt to save him, the guard is pulled into the machine and gets crushed in the process. Indy and his friends escape in a mine car, leading to a chase with the Thugi. They eventually run through the mine tunnels to an exit at the end of the mountain. Shorty and Willie reach an old bridge, encountering Mola Ram and his minions, while Indy fights more Thugi soldiers on his way to the bridge. Indy then confronts Mola Ram on the bridge. Using a sword, Indy breaks the bridge, causing everyone to cling to the broken structure as most of Mola Ram's men fall to their deaths in the crocodile-infested river below. During the fight with Mola Ram on the remnants of the bridge, Indy accuses the evil priest of betraying Shiva. Using the dark magic he learned from the Thugi, the anger of the god apparently causes the stones in Indy's bag to catch fire. Two stones fall into the river below. As the final stone falls from the bag, Mola Ram grabs it, but it burns his hand, causing him to lose his grip and fall into the river, where he is devoured by crocodiles. Indy catches the cooled stone, and the remaining Thugi are subdued by the British army. Indy and his friends triumphantly return to the village with their sacred stone and children. When Willie tells Indy she is going back to Missouri, he pulls her towards him with his whip, and they share a kiss, only to be sprayed with water by Short Round's elephant. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom kicks off with a daring and unexpected opening sequence, setting a fresh tone for the sequel to Raiders of the Lost Ark. The story unfolds through intriguing coincidences, with Indiana Jones landing in a situation perfectly suited to his skills. The film amps up the horror elements from the first movie, featuring a chilling scene where a character pulls a still-beating heart from another's chest. These intense moments led to the creation of the PG-13 rating, initially allowing more intense content in films for a broader audience. While some scenes might be too intense for kids, other elements like the character of Short Round might not resonate with adults. Short Round, an Asian orphan sidekick, embodies old tropes and would likely face criticism if released today, despite the nostalgia for those who loved them as children. The climax delivers a thrilling minecart chase, brought to life with blue screens and stop-motion models, highlighting Lucasfilm and ILM's technical prowess. Interestingly, scenes like the minecart chase, the inflatable raft jump, and the escape behind the rolling gong were initially planned for Raiders of the Lost Ark, but were saved for Temple of Doom due to earlier budget and technical challenges. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom is often seen as less than Raiders of the Lost Ark and Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade due to its different religious context. Unlike the other films rooted in Judeo-Christian traditions, this one pushes Indiana Jones to explore beliefs outside that framework. The film delves into a more complex religious landscape, touching on Christian conquest, Hinduism, and paganism, while also reflecting Hollywood's historical xenophobia. This film showcases Spielberg's unrestrained creativity and chaotic energy, similar to Kill Bill in its deconstruction of pulp cinema. Spielberg and Lucas elevate the genre with high energy and production values, making Indiana Jones the ultimate adventure film blueprint. Though Temple of Doom faced criticism for being an inferior sequel due to its departure from Raiders, blending humor with gruesome elements, it remains highly entertaining. Lucas's willingness to take risks with sequels, rather than playing it safe, deserves recognition. While it may not match the meticulous craft of its predecessor, its boldness and originality are worthy of respect. As thanks for watching the whole video, here's a picture of a cute puppy. And if you have a movie or TV show that you want us to cover, just comment it down below. We'll make a video of it in the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out our playlist for more recaps.